6,000 years ago, before the rise of the great empires of the Americas, before the temples of the Mayans soared to the sky, before the Incas left their mark on the peaks of the Andes, a group of people lived, hunted, and thrived in the shadow of the Colombian mountains. They left no written record, no towering monuments. Only the faintest traces of their lives remained, buried beneath the soil. For centuries they were forgotten, until now. Recent discoveries, unlocked by the power of ancient DNA, have revealed a people so mysterious, so isolated, they do not fit anywhere on the genetic map of the Americas. Who were they? Where did they come from? And why did they vanish, leaving behind nothing but silent echoes in the high valleys of the Andes? Join me on a journey back in time as we piece together the story of the Czechua hunter-gatherers, a lost chapter of humanity, hidden for millennia in the icy heights of the Andes. Journey to the plateau. 20,000 years ago, during the last ice age, a massive sheet of ice covered much of North America. Sea levels were so low that a land bridge, Beringia, emerged, connecting Siberia to Alaska. Herds of mammoths and bison roamed this grassy expanse. And across this ancient gateway, the first humans entered the Americas. These travelers, descendants of ancient East Asians and Siberians, carried with them the seeds of the Native American ancestry. They moved south as the ice melted, following rivers and valleys deeper into the continent. By 13,000 years ago, the Clovis culture had spread across North America, crafting the iconic fluted spear points that would become their signature. But newer discoveries, like the 23,000-year-old footprints at White Sands, suggest humans may have arrived much earlier, rewriting our understanding of the peopling of the Americas. Southward they came, funneled by the Isthmus of Panama, a narrow bridge of land that connected North and South America. And there, nestled in the high valleys of what is now Colombia, lay a land that would become a haven, the Bogota Altiplano. Ancient hunter world. 2,600 meters above sea level, surrounded by towering peaks, the Bogota Altiplano was a land of contrasts. Cold nights and brilliant days, grassy plains and meandering rivers. Here life was both a challenge and a promise. The Czechua people, newly revealed by ancient DNA, made this land their home around 6,000 years ago. They were hunter-gatherers, moving with the seasons, following the deer, the small mammals, and the fish that teemed in the rivers. They gathered wild plants, starchy tubers, fruits, crafting baskets from reeds and hides to carry their finds. They had no pottery, no permanent dwellings. They lived in small, close-knit bands, adapting to the thin air of the Andes, forging a life in a place that tested every breath. Clues from ancient DNA. For decades, the story of the Americas was told as a single wave, one migration that gave rise to all the indigenous peoples of the continents. But the discovery of the Czechua people, hidden in the DNA extracted from bones and teeth, challenges that story. A team of international researchers analyzed the genomes of 21 ancient individuals from the Bogota Altiplano, spanning 6,000 to 500 years ago. 7 of these belonged to the Czechua group, a people who, astonishingly, did not match any known population in the Americas. They formed a separate branch, a basal lineage, as the scientists called it, splitting off early from the ancestral Native American tree. They were neither ancestors of ancient North Americans nor connected to the later Andean civilizations. They stood alone, a genetic island in the heart of the continent. Strange genetic profile. The scientists used powerful genetic tools, F3 and F4 statistics, to compare the Czechua DNA with that of other ancient and modern groups. The result? No close ties to the Clovis-associated Anzic child of Montana. No link to the people of the California Channel Islands or the later Andean populations. Even their mitochondrial DNA, passed from mothers to children, told a story of diversity. Haplogroups B2, D, A2, and C1, each a genetic thread connecting them to different parts of the ancient world, yet weaving a unique pattern all their own. The men shared a Y chromosome marker, Q1B1A, a lineage found among Native Americans. But this was only a distant echo, a reminder that they were part of a wider world, even as they stood apart, living on the world's rock faces. Imagine life here, 6,000 years ago. The air is thin and cold. The sun cuts through the high peaks, but the nights are long and biting. The Czechua people huddle around small fires, sharing stories, songs, and the warmth of family. Archaeological evidence suggests they lived in small bands, perhaps a few dozen people at most. The genetic data, low inbreeding, signs of close kinship, paints a portrait of a people bound together by necessity and choice. They lived off the land, moving with the herds, following the rhythms of the Altiplano. Their tools were simple, stone blades, bone awls, but their lives were rich with the knowledge of the mountains and the rivers. The mysterious disappearance. But then, something changed. Around 2,000 years ago, the Czechua people vanished from the Altiplano. In their place, a new population emerged, the people of the Herrera ceramic complex, bringing pottery, farming, and new ways of life. The genetic data is stark. No trace of the Czechua DNA remains in the later groups. It was a complete replacement, a clean break in the genetic record. Why? Climate change may have played a role, shifting the delicate balance of the high-altitude ecosystem. The arrival of farming, and with it, new technologies and new ways of organizing society, may have given the newcomers an edge. Or perhaps it was something simpler: disease, conflict, or the slow erosion of a way of life. Their legacy. The discovery of the Czechua people is more than a scientific footnote. It is a testament to the complexity of the human story, a reminder that the past is never as simple as we imagine. They challenge the idea of a single wave of migration, suggesting instead a world of multiple journeys, of isolation and connection, of forgotten peoples whose lives still echo in the stones of the Altiplano. Their story is not over. Scientists are calling for more DNA studies, more archaeological digs, more conversations with the descendants of these ancient people. Could traces of the Czechua still linger in the genes of modern Colombians? Could their legacy be hidden in the songs, the stories, the quiet resilience of the Andes? As we uncover the secrets of the Czechua people, we are reminded of something profound, that every discovery is a doorway, every new piece of the puzzle a window into the vast, intricate web of human history. In the cold, windswept heights of the Andes, a forgotten people once walked. Their story, long buried, now stands in the light of day, a testament to the power of science and to the enduring mystery of who we are. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this exploration of a lost chapter in the human story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep uncovering the past together.